Hey folks, I'm really excited to show you our service catalog, which is really an idea born from talking with hundreds of IT leaders about the overall gap they're seeing in the visibility of their help desk. Now, they know the team is working hard, but they're not really sure where they're spending time, and more importantly, if the time is well spent. And it's not due to the lack of trying. Unfortunately, their ticketing systems just haven't made it super easy for them to do that. And without that information, it makes it hard to improve the end user experience and scale up the team. That's where the Fixify Service Catalog comes into play. It's an AI-powered heat map that shows you where the team is spending time and how the end user experience is going. And it's not just one of those things where like, hey, there's some problems over here, you should go look. It really allows you to dive in and better quantify things. Let's go take a look. So let me orient you a little bit. What you're looking at here is an automatically generated heat map that classifies your tickets into a structured view. As you can see across the top, we have these high-level categories, and I'll speak more to that a bit later. Where you see the darker purple means higher ticket volume. And since this updates live, as new information shows up, you can track changes. Now, let's talk a bit more about the magic behind this. We've trained a model using hundreds of thousands of tickets. So that means you don't have to have any structure. It means you can give us a blob of ticket data, and we can look at the language of the tickets, cluster them into 50 plus use cases across these 7 high-level categories. Now, when we talk about the categories themselves, something like collaboration is really talking about tracking when an employee needs help working with another employee. So whether that's I'm having trouble using Slack, or I need access to an email distribution list, et cetera, it's really understanding when users need help around that collaboration category. Another example is identity access, when the user is trying to use their identity to maybe authenticate to something. Hey, got a new phone, need to migrate my MFA, or I'm having trouble with my password. Now that's really giving you insight into where the team is spending time, subsequently also where end users might be getting stuck. Now, the second part of the equation is how's it going? That's really built on a sentiment capability that scores each interaction in the help desk. Green for positive, orange for neutral, and red for negative. That looks at the tone, the language, and the overall impact of each request to spot if users are frustrated or dissatisfied, giving you the ability to start proactively addressing issues. Now, you can dig in a little further. As you can see, it can identify what the user was dissatisfied with and the overall logic that made it negative. Now, by pairing these two things together, you can start moving from incident management to problem management, identifying where you can improve, automate, and where to keep the human judgment, all based on your data. So that's a bit of the nickel tour of the service catalog. Our customers love the visibility and clarity it provides. Whenever they see their data for the first time, it's a whole new experience and a lot of aha moments, ultimately leading to improvements. If you'd like to see your own data, we just need a CSV of your tickets. And one more thing, we recently published a blog that goes into a bit more detail of how this works and how we built it. Feel free to take a look.